Before we start, I want to send out my condolences to the Kirk family, to his wife, his children, his closest friends and family. Today we lost a political engineer, a man that is able to bring the people together like never before. We have a lot of mixed opinions, discrepancies, mixed feelings about this man. However, as we've been studying on my show for the past 4 years, we've learned a great deal about politics, political power, religion, heads of state, and the powers that be. Today, we are faced with a grave day. Despite how you feel, we have a law. Thou shalt not kill. Whether or not you believe in God, that is still a law on the books. You cannot murder. It is one of our highest laws. Since the days of Moses, where the 10 Commandments were created, we have a sacred duty to uphold the rights of every individual that we know and every individual that we don't know. From Pharaoh sacrificing boy babies, all the way to Jesus, when they did the same thing, sacrificing the boy babies under 2. Till you get to the Muslims 600 years later, where they kill their people down to only 300 fighting men. And in the Muslim word, we found out that the only true thing that really came out of Islam is one thing. So many people of political origin, of godly origin, were getting murdered. So many people were getting persecuted. So many men were getting killed for no reason at all, that they had to come up with a new word. The Muslim Caliphate created the word assassination to point out a particular murder of a political figure in the height of his reign. It's like killing a king. It's like killing a person that has control over many people. If he's evil, if he's done wrong, then his history will prove that. We have countless leaders, countless evidence, countless people of evil and bad men. And what we realize that there are really no evil men. There are men that make bad decisions, but it's really good men that are trying to stand up for what they believe. And we're going through evil times. Now, to tell you the truth, I almost disagreed with everything Charlie said. From abortion to homosexual rights to immigration. I pretty much disagreed and dismantled every argument he had. The problem is the subjects he was talking about were so sensitive. They were so core to the impact of America and the political structure of what's going on today that it struck a chord in the heart of almost every American. I pretty much hated what he said and his views. But I loved Charlie Kirk. I loved him. I appreciated him, and I was coming to understand him. I watched him every day. He was becoming my pastor. For this reason, and this reason alone. He brought you here. He made LGBTQ people, gay people, homosexual people, people that are angry inside, people that are bigoted, every American that we've been ignoring for the last 100 years. Anyone that likes to stand up for themselves, stand up for their rights, that stand up for what they believe. He brought you to a place where you could speak. And that is the foundation of America. Our right to speech. Not to talk out of our ass, but to give a speech a speech like this. A well-prepared, written, choreographed speech to incite encouragement, faith, and truth in your people. To talk to your people. In the ways of the East, they burned Joan of Arc at the stake for her words, for her encouraging her people to fight back. See, in Charlie Kirk's way, he got people that would never stand up in a crowd, that would never go out and try to be seen in public, to stand up for themselves, to take the mic and say what they believe. And even though we disagree, that's the beauty of it. We can disagree. There was a point in our history that you cannot go against the clergy. You cannot go against political powers. You cannot go against kings, or you will lose your head, be burned at the stake, or be in prison for life. With America and this first rule, our freedom to speak to one another, to peaceably assemble, to talk about the issues, to bring awareness. This show, Charlie Kirk, was like the first season of American Idol. We were laughing our butts off at the people with no talent who thought they could sing, who thought they were good. You don't remember that guy? Remember, she bangs, she bangs. And the whole country was amused, laughed him to scorn. But years later, decades later, and you see America's Got Talent, London's Got Talent, India's Got Talent, and you see blind people playing instruments. You see paraplegics showing you great works of art. You see people that don't fit into society amazing you because we gave them platforms to speak. You gave them an area to talk. You gave them room where no one else would give them room, where no one else would let them talk, where no one else would understand. You understood. Even though you can dismantle their arguments, you can make them look foolish, and they didn't have complete grasp of what's going on. It's because this is the first time, the very first time that you have the ability to say what's on your mind. The LGBT community, those are people that they have gone through things. They have been scarred and hurt. Some of them are acting out because of the way they've been treated. There is nothing wrong with the way they are. We're laughing at you sometimes, but mostly we're trying to laugh with you because we've all got issues. We've all got problems. And when we see you fail, it's really funny because we feel the same way. To speak up for ourselves, to tell the truth, to say that I've been hurt and I can be who I want to be and you can't stop me. Charlie Kirk gave you the ground to stand on. He gave you the room to speak like America is supposed to, but with the rumors and the demonifying and the objectifying and the we don't want to hear what you have to say. That is totally opposite of America. Charlie Kirk stood up for you. Even though you sounded foolish, even though he dismantled your arguments, he was still there for you, listening. Who else listened? Who else heard you? Who else was there that gave you the mic and the platform to speak? Charlie Kirk was a good man. He had a wife, he had children, he spoke up for his people. And he wanted you to see the light and truth with reason. And when you use reason, you're using America. And that's what you're supposed to do. Use the American way. By disagreeing and arguing with your enemy without fighting, without killing. It's not funny. This isn't a joke. You had Trump was an attempted assassination. We have real enemies. We have real threats. And it's not your morning news. We have real situations going on. And we need everyone on board. We need your help to contribute. Your arguing is the right path. Your frustration is key to making you stand up and fight. Because that's what we do here. We don't agree. We don't align with other people's political views. We argue the truth. And for that, the people will prevail. I'm asking God right now to bless the family of Charlie Kirk, to bring this nation together under him, and to let us know that we need to stand together during these times. We are under threat. There are people that want us extinguished, that wish us dead. I'm sorry to bring the truth to you like that, but it is the truth. We're not friends with everyone. Some people don't like us or what we think. And when you have a religious man challenge you on your views, and you get so mad and frustrated to where you want to do something, break a law that we've had on the books for more than 10,000 years. To break every code of violation known to man. That is the most heinous and wickedest act. And it is 10 times more powerful when you do it to a man in his position. I'm praying for you. I'm praying hard that you see the voice of reason. And that you come to the light and begin to argue and fight with your speech. I'm asking God to bless you now. I'm asking God to bless the Kirk family. I'm asking God to bless our political system. I'm asking God to bless our news. I'm asking God to bless us with his presence to keep us from all wrong and to keep us from wickedness and to allow us to flourish with one another in our new foundation of accepting everyone, of loving everyone like we should have from the beginning, how it is written in our doctrine. I sincerely hope that you understand that assassination is wrong. And that a man using reason and understanding and politics to bring you to the table so that you can talk, so that you can speak and have your say. Because that was his ultimate goal, for not to be right, not to have his way, but for the American people to stand on their own 2 feet and be proud of who they are. I thank you, Charlie Kirk, for your contribution to America. You'll never be forgotten.